Yo, what is up, YouTube? Your boy, Bingo Bob, back at it again with another Snowshade review. Today we're going to be going over the 3 new Hades cards that were revealed in the last Elestrals announcement video. And these are the new Necruff, Blazerus, and Trifernal cards. Just going to be talking about them, going over their effects, and then after I go over the effects, I'm going to say, what like tech you could do with them, how they fit into the deck, and, the ratios you might want to run with them, all sorts of things like that. And without further ado, let's just get into it, starting with the Necruff Champion of Hades. It's a 5/1, 1-cost fire. It says, when you normal cast as Necruff, you can search your deck for a Hades or Blazerus and add it to your hand. And then its second effect says, when this Necruff is destroyed, you can sever a fire spirit from your underworld with 1 attack and 1 defense. So this is really cool. This is a great card that does a lot. Number 1, it's like OG Necruff. It's a 5, which is incredible. And on top of it being a 5, it's a searcher. We don't really see a lot of aggressive searchers. The most time when we see a searcher, it's super defensive, it's a discard card, or it'll have multiple purposes but have really low stats. For this instance, it's an aggressive attacker and also searches. So that's actually really cool to see that we have a beater and a searcher work so as one card. I think that's a new spin on searchers, and you can actually also search for Blazerus, not just Hades. So originally I thought the Frostmite, because we saw Paracne teased in one of the videos. I thought the Frostmite was going to be the search for Hades, but it's actually the Necruff. So being able to search Hades, like I said, is going to really tie to get the deck all together and make it feel more consistent. Talking about you, Demeter, didn't have a searcher for the longest time. We'll hopefully get one this set. Anyways, it can also search for Blazerus, which I know someone that loves Blazerus OTK. So yeah, I think that's live now. That's crazy. You can search for OG Blazerus, is absolutely wild. Yeah, I guess that's just crazy. That is insane. So now, making Hades more consistent, Blazerus is also more consistent. So you gotta take that in mind with this card as well. And then the effect, if it's destroyed, it does more. This card, I honestly, what's crazy about just a lot of these new cards, or just new Hades cards in general, is they do so much on their own. You look at the Crowling, sure, it's a champion searcher, but it also is a way to discard cards and also put spirits in Underworld to sever. You look at Pulsar, you can cast severed spirits and also you get a draw effect. There are plenty of these 1-costs that just do a lot. Compared to some 1-costs that just do like one thing, look at the Tadpuff. It's just kind of just like special outgoing Zephyrog. And then you have like a searcher that's a 5 that can also search Blazers, and when it's destroyed, it also has another decent effect. So like, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot. And I think this card is just an automatic 3 of. Number 1 can search Hades, number 2 it's just good. I'll say that. And then the next card we have is Blazerus, Champion of Hades. This is a 7/2, 2-cost fire. It says, this Blazerus can be normal cast from your underworld with 2 fire. When you do, you must destroy an Elestral on your field. That's the caveat. When this Blazerus is destroyed, you can enchant up to 2 fire from your underworld to your Hades. So it also has the destroyed effect. It has that in common with the Necruff. I actually really like that consistency there, because previously with the old Trifernal line, there wasn't really a consistency. I think Necruff like burned for 1. Blazers could like attack twice, and then like Trifernal was like a ultra cryo blast. It just was kind of all over the place. I like how this one actually has a good theme of consistency this time, and the fact that there is a consequence to casting. It's like, okay, you have to destroy an Elestral, which I assume also could be a severed spirit. I don't know. I think severed spirits count as spirits and Elestrals. So someone in the comments will have to, I don't know if you could destroy a severed spirit to activate Blazerus cast. I assume you can, but I don't know. But regardless of that, being able to normal cast it with 2, you get a 7 on board. It's just instantly recyclable. It's just a card that can keep coming back. Compared to, say, Rise from the Shadows, you're not using Spirits from Underworld, so it can be a little bit more expensive, but I think it's still a decent card. Also, you gotta remember you can search it and you can discard it with Kryling. Plenty of different cards that work around this Blazerus. I think this is also another decent card. And the last card is the Trifernal, Champion of Hades, a 13/3 3-cost fire Elestral. It says this Trifernal can be normal cast with 3 fire using only spirits from one or more of your Hades. When you do, you can target 3 cards on your opponent's field. That opponent destroys 1, returns 1 to hand, and shuffles the third one into the deck. That's really cool. This is actually a really cool card. So you have to cast it off of Hades with 3 fires, so you kind of have to work towards it, which I think is like fine because the Blazerus activates that, and the Necruff does too. And like I said, great consistency. This is actually a really well designed Ascension line because everything's really consistent and works within each other, and that is just the best. So what's great is you can normal cast it. It's almost like Imperial, right? You may just want to run 3 of these just because, like, if you work towards this, you can just get this guy out instantly. But also, the thing is, it is weak to position swap. That is something. So like Eddie, you go Eddie and then something else you can hit over really easily. So I guess it is more of like a glass cannon, but regardless, it's still really good, and it has a really unique effect. Instead of just target destroy 3 cards, which would be pretty broken, this one just says destroy 1 and then put 1 to hand and then shuffle the 3rd one back to deck. So basically it's like, destroy 1, you turn 1 to hand, and then 3rd one is like, you might see that later. But basically you're popping 3, just a little bit worse than just basic destroy 3 effects. And the opponents actually get to choose here, just like Imperial. I really like to compare Trifernal to Imperial. They're actually decently similar in the fact of, it has a specific cast effect, but you have to normal cast it, which I think is cool. And the cool thing is, if you go Necruff, put the Fire Spirit on Hades, and then go Blazerus, put the 2 fire on Hades, you can go Trifernal. Like I said, just the whole archetype working together, so the whole Ascension line working together so well is what I really like about these cards. And you can just tell, they're really getting good at making cards. These cards are amazing. And I gotta say, you probably run 3 Necruff. Blazerus, it depends how many other 2 costs you run, but maybe like 1 or 2 of them wouldn't be bad. Like I said, it really just depends for the build you're going for, because if you're not even going for Trifernal, you wouldn't run Blazerus or Trifernal, because like Blazerus is fine, but I think there are other better options if you just want a pure static big guy for Hades, in my opinion. But I think Blazerus is still good. Like if you're going for Trifernal, you gotta run like 1 or 2 of these guys. 2 just because you want to get that 2 fire on the Hades as consistently as possible, but also just because a great card you can just keep summoning. But Trifernal, I think you'd actually, I'm confused, it's either you run exactly 1 of them or you run 3, so that I don't really know. I think that's just for everyone else to figure that out. I'm not an expert on what that should be, but I think pretty much the Necruff can go in pretty much any Hades build, while the other 2, the Blazerus is only good if you're going for Trifernal. I don't know if there's a deck where you could run Trifernal, Blazerus, Cryover, and Cryoscorch, maybe more Frost, Champ. All those bricks seem like a lot, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't think it's possible to run everything, but I think there's definitely some hybrids that you could make. That'd be pretty good. You could definitely do a Cryoscorch Trifernal deck and keep it lower on the bricks, like the 2 cost, 3 cost. But regardless, I think they're all great cards. I think they're all made very well. I'll reiterate this for the millionth time. I love how they all work off of each other. Very cool. And yeah, I think just if I were to give them a rating, good. Really good cards. And I think they do fill a really good space in Hades. So that's going to conclude it for this video. I'll catch y'all on the next announcement. Bye bye.